This project had to be absolutely perfect. Oh. It's story time with Mr. Steve. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna read books. I don't know how to play this. We're gonna have a lot of fun. It's story time. Theme song. Seems very far down, but hello everybody, Mr. Steve here. Today we were going to read this book. It's called Big Plans and it's by the Builder Brothers. You know those twins from the HDTV or whatever. We were going to read that, but I thought that's a bit too childish. So instead we're going to be reading this. The 1 Minute Entrepreneur. So I want kids to start their own business and be successful in life. If this is going to be raising little leaders, let's be serious about it. By the time we're done with Storytime today, every child will have their own business. You know, you're welcome. Hi, it's Mr. Steve here at the green screen. Please don't computer generate me into things. That would be bad. Don't do that.
Now I have something very special to announce to you, to introduce to you. Do you know his name? Mr. what? Mr. Steve!
Oh, that's me. Hi, everybody! Hi! My name is Mr. Steve. How's everybody doing? Everybody looks good, good. Have you been brushing your teeth, taking your vitamins? Great. That is the end of story time. I hope you enjoyed all the books that I read. Everybody go home and take a nap. Take a nap. No? You guys don't want to go home and take a nap? No. Okay, but let me tell you something. When you get to be my age, you will beg for a nap. It's weird. Because like you're a baby and then you take a nap and then you get to be like older kids and you're like, I don't want to take a nap, that's for babies. But then you get to an age where it's like, oh, if only I could get 20 minutes. If only I could get just a 20-minute nap. That would make everything better. Now, people are making birdhouses now. That's what we're doing. Let's check out some birdhouses. Okay, this is what I'm going to do with this one, okay? Seems pretty standard. I'm just going to write on the top, the Pioneer Woman. I'm going to sell this for $40. Yeah, pretty sure it'll work. Look at it. It's already Pioneer Woman. Oh, this is to hang it up somewhere. For about 5 seconds, I was wondering how creative you were that you made a birdhouse that's also a necklace. So that the birds can just sort of eat by your chest.
Like Flavor Flav.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'll start thinking about other things as I'm reading. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm reading. Do you want anything else on there?
Well, I definitely need this. No. Yeah, didn't think so. What did Mr. Steve do with the mustache? I guess we'll never know. Okay, we're here checking out some of the things that the kids have been building. Kids are building stuff. Now, this is a pretty big structure here. Now this is your 7 house? That's your 7 house. Okay. Now look at this. You guys have built a robot.
It's a house.
A robot house. A house for robots.
This is a house for
What are you guys building? Very nice.
This is the windmill.
The windmill, yeah. Yeah. I see that.
It's taller than everything.
Now you guys are obviously building.
She wants it. She wants it as tall as she can make it.
You guys are obviously building Disneyland.
No.
No? Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah? Nice.
And maybe
Oh, this is your battleship.
the castle of this.
That's like the runway where the planes land. Nice. Nice. I like that. Dude, this has gotten huge. Huh? It's a house? It's a big house. It's bigger than my house. I appreciate that. Now guys, your Sydney Opera House is coming along very well.
Okay, you guys, we're gonna take 2 more minutes to build it, and Mr. Steve's gonna pick the winner, okay?
Kids, we're gonna read a special book, and it's right here, and it's about these two guys. You know who these guys are? You know who these guys are?
Drew and Jonathan.
No, they're Sam and Dean from the show Supernatural. One sweet summer afternoon, Drew and Jonathan were doing what they did best. Stabbing the ground with sticks. Oh, no, sorry, I read that wrong. They were doing what they did best, dreaming big. Let's build a treehouse, said Drew. No, let's build a castle, said Jonathan. Yes, let's build one with a firefighter pole and a catapult and coming up with big plans. The twins were always making big plans, but for some reason, grown-ups only ever laughed. Can you kids give me a big loud laugh? That was very cute. You might beat me up. That sounds like quite a creative castle that you boys are going to build, Uncle Joe said. That's Uncle Joe right there, apparently. Sounds like your imagination might be a little too wild. The twins shuffled off to their official planning table, aka the dining room. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Move your feet a little bit. We're shuffling to the dining room. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. You've got to say shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Okay, that's good shuffling. That's good shuffling, kids. They never think we can actually build these things, said Jonathan. Yeah, just because we're little. See, so just because they're little people, everybody thinks that they can't make the things that they want to make. But little people can do big things. That's the big tagline. With great power comes great responsibility. And little people can do big things. Like you kids are not the tallest people in the world. But look at all of those big, huge things you made back there. Those were so big and huge, and the mansion and the windmill and the Dr. Seuss house. You guys made big things. The little brothers traded a grin like this. Here, have my grin. And then I'll take your grin. The brothers traded a grin. We'll show them. But how? Why don't all of you kids rub your facial hair? They rummaged and rooted through their plans. They paced and pondered. They buckled down and brainstormed. They other alliterations. This project had to be absolutely perfect. Their project had to be absolutely perfect, but absolutely nothing they came up with felt just right. Feels like the perfect idea is right in front of our noses. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you have noses. Raise your hand if you have noses. Okay. Now raise your hand if you've ever raised your hand before. If you've ever raised your hand before, raise your hand. Okay. Raise your hand if you've never raised your hand before. Raise your hand. Okay. Now raise one hand up. Okay, now raise both hands up. Okay, now go like this. Now it's a party. We're raising the roof is what we're doing. Feels like the perfect idea is right in front of our noses, said Jonathan. Yup, said Drew, and that's when they noticed Gracie and Stewie. Look, they're right there. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Asked Drew. Even before you think it, said Jonathan. Let's build a double-decker doghouse. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I just happened to be looking at you and screaming at the exact moment that I decided. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you that time. Okay. Even before you think it, said Jonathan. Let's build. That time I meant to, but the time before that, totally accidental. Okay? A double-decker doghouse, cried the brothers. Why are they crying? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Even before you think it. Let's build a double-decker doghouse. We're twins, cried the brothers.
No.
In a flash, the boys grabbed paper and pencils and started working. They sketched and scribbled. They doodled and designed. They colored and created. They stapled and stapled. And when they were done, they stepped back to look at the results and said together, "This will be the most awesomest double-decker doghouse ever." They pooled all their savings. Excuse me, this is where I have a problem. He's shaking his his Sharky bank. And he's looking for money in his Dino bank. Excuse me, where's the piggy bank? And they plunked down their plans, their shopping list, and all of their money on the counter. "We want to build the most awesomest double-decker doghouse ever," said Drew. The store worker pored over their plans. How did she poured herself all over the plans. She read their list up and down. "You boys sure this is all you want?" she asked. It seemed kind of small. "Sure, we're sure," said Drew. "Nobody thinks we can do it," said Jonathan. "But what's the tagline from this story, kids? Little people can do small stuff? No, that's not it. Little people can eat big things. Oh, sorry. Little people can smell big things. That's not it either? Okay. The brothers were so excited that they raced each other all the way home. Everybody move your feet, because we're running. We're running. We're running all the way home. We're running. We're running. We're running. We're running. We're running. We're running. Okay, let's take a break. Okay. Okay, let me just take a little rest right here. Oh, sorry, I fell asleep. What were we doing? Oh, yeah. We're racing all the way home. Move your feet, kids. Move your feet, 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 move your feet. Drew and Jonathan hurried into their garage. It's probably their dad's, but... For the next few hours, all you could hear was, and this is a saw, and they're sawing wood, and everybody knows that sawing wood sounds like this. Voompa, voompa, voompa. That's the sound a saw makes. When you're sawing things, it always sounds like voompa, voompa, voompa. So that's the sound. At last, the brothers stepped back to admire their work. And look at that. They did it. They built a dog. Oh, wait. Never mind. The double-decker doghouse was awesome, all right, but it was also way too small. Look at that. Oops, said Drew. Uh-oh, said Jonathan. What? Said Drew. Yeah, said Jonathan. You mean it? Said Drew. I do, said Jonathan. What? Said Drew. Huh? Said Jonathan. Burp, said Drew. Excuse you, said Jonathan. I think we must have measured wrong. What now? Said Drew. I'm sorry, it was in bold and it was really big. The brothers flopped down on the floor. They flopped down on the floor. Were the grown-ups right after all? Yes, the end. That was a shorter book than I thought. Let that just be a lesson to you kids. Grown-ups are always right. Oh wait, no, that's not the end. Sorry, that's not the end. Their money was gone, their work was done, and the twins had nothing to show for it. How could Drew and Jonathan turn their teeny tiny doghouse into something worthy of all that work? The brothers looked up, their eyes met, like that. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, said Jonathan? Even before you think it, said Drew. And with a bit more tinkering, toying, and tuning up, the brothers turned their tiny doghouse into a super duper deluxe birdhouse. What? Yeah. Yeah, they meant it to be a doghouse, but now it's an awesome birdhouse, so yeah. That night, as they crawled into their beds, because everybody crawls, that's what I do. I just hit the floor and then crawl across the floor into my bed. Yeah, like that. As they crawled into their beds, Jonathan said, I bet those birds are dreaming their own big dreams in their new house right now. Drew asked, but where will Gracie and Stewie sleep? At first, Jonathan wondered, But then he realized the dogs didn't need a house. They were already right where they belong. As they slipped off to sleep, are they falling off their beds? They sleep on like a slip and slide. As they slipped off to sleep, the brothers smiled. Give me a big smile. Give me a big, huge smile. You look like you're trying to make me explode using your mind powers. You look very excited. They smiled because they knew what every builder knows. Every big plan starts with a dream. Everybody say dream. And that's the end of that story. Yay! You gotta have a dream, kids. You gotta have a dream. You gotta have a plan, and you gotta have a dream. I have a dream. I hope to one day become the first long-haired storyteller to be kicked off of Mars. Well, that's the end of another Loveworks Storytime. Hope you guys had fun. I survived the ball pit. Yay! So be sure and like and subscribe for more Loveworks Storytimes. See you guys.